Hey guys, thank you for hitting play and being with us once again. Wow, that is so TV presenter of me.
Yeah.
Okay, let me try one more time. Hey guys, thank you for hitting play and for joining us once again. It's also very formal.
What's
kind
the
of
problem?
I don't know, I don't like it. I want to loosen it up.
Let me do it.
Okay.
What's up, Welcome back into our lives. We're gonna talk at you now. You're gonna enjoy it, and you're gonna hit like and subscribe.
That is so much better than what I just did.
Well, between us is where you find the truth.
Yes. In today's episode, we are going to talk about rejection.
You gave it away pretty quickly.
I completely forgot. I was so caught up in the introduction.
So we have a number of topics, and Omar asked me to pick one. I said, why don't you pick one and talk about it obscurely, and I'll kind of guess what it is, and we'll continue the conversation. And
But
you just gave it away.
Cat's out of the bag.
That's right. Who
So-
put it there in the first place?
That's a good question. So I decided to talk about rejection today because rejection can be such a devastating thing to a lot of people. And we're not only talking, professional rejection. This could be personal rejection, romantic rejection, being rejected by your family, your society, your religion, whatever. Rejection can be such a negative experience for a lot of people, and I'm here to tell you today that rejection is a part of life that we all just need to accept and not take too personally. So romantically speaking, if you are attracted to someone and you like them, you feel like there's a specific chemistry going on between you guys, and then you go out on a date, 2, 3, and then they break up with you. Or actually, hang on, I went too far. By the third date, they're but okay, hang on. If you like someone and they don't like you back, you need to know that this has absolutely nothing to do with them or you. Our bodies are programmed to be attracted to other people based on a number of factors. So if somebody doesn't like you, big deal, who cares? Somebody else will like you and somebody else will find you attractive. So
Sorry, go ahead.
it's true. You can't be blamed for the fact that somebody else doesn't find you attractive. And they also can't be blamed for not finding you attractive. They can't help the way they feel. Don't take it personally. It's not about the fact that you're not attractive enough or you're not worthy of love or belonging. It absolutely has nothing to do with that. The most beautiful women get cheated on by their husbands, and with women who are a lot less attractive than they are. Does that have anything to do with anything? Like,
Who picks these topics?
no, but really, rejection can be such a harsh thing, and especially when you're a teenager or if you're like in your early 20s, and if you don't have enough experience in life, it can really break you down and change the course of your life. If you don't know how to deal with rejection, it can be heartbreaking for some people.
So I've heard.
Yes. So, like, for me, I went to so many auditions and I was rejected. I think I was rejected by 90% of the people that were there. Yeah.
Look at you, Mr. Fancy 10%.
No, I got a few jobs, but it's just like, I was rejected by so many people, and every single time I would go home, I would feel terrible. It just could be the fact that you don't fit the part, or you don't sound like what they want, or you don't have the presence that they are looking for. That's okay. You have something that is special and unique to you that somebody will eventually want. So, rejection, I think rejection should not be taken personally at all.
Rejection is a personal thing. You are being personally rejected for your qualities, be they aesthetic or be they characteristic or be they skill-based. So you should take it personally. You are being rejected. But should you dwell on it? Should you worry about it? And, no, you shouldn't. Because nothing really matters in the end. So you got rejected. Move on. Enjoy the rest of your life. Do something new, something wonderful. If you like somebody that doesn't like you, it's probably because you're ugly. Change the way you look.
That's not necessarily true.
Not necessarily, but predominantly.
I disagree with that. There are so many people, the majority of the world is average looking. the majority of the world is average looking. You know, like there are,
By definition.
by definition, there are very few people who are, you know, extremely good looking. And, you know, most people want to be with those people, but you got to keep your expectations realistic. And to be honest, like I'm personally not interested in super good looking people because I feel like they're given a pass, a free pass with a lot of things in life. Like they don't have to work as hard as average looking people. They don't have to, you know, they don't go through all that suffering that average people go through. You know, all that stuff that makes you grow as a human being. You know, that add wisdom and experience and compassion and empathy to who you are. So I'd much rather be with an average looking person who is actually extraordinary on the inside than be with someone who is extremely good looking but has not much to offer to me or to the world. I don't think looks are everything. Sure, you need to, you know, look after your health and your well-being, and I feel like that reflects on the way you look eventually, but I don't think it's 100% about looks.
Well, you're talking about purely aesthetic.
No, I'm not talking about purely aesthetic.
You're talking about how somebody looks.
Wait, are you talking about rejection now? Like if somebody rejects you because of your looks?
Yeah.
If someone rejects you for your looks,
Yeah.
then
Change your looks.
no, just don't care what they think. They're not for you.
Get some plastic surgery. That usually solves the problem.
Don't listen to him.
You should have seen me before I got all this work done. I used to look like him. I'm kidding.
No, I think if somebody is purely not interested in you because of the way you look and they didn't even take, you know, a chance to get to know you better or see what you have to offer to them as a person, then they're the ones who are missing out. Like I truly believe that there's value within every single one of us and attraction is a thing, but you don't have to be a model type to attract people to you. I don't know. This is my...
Well, we have to be aware of boxing things into an aesthetic sense. Maybe you're just...
Oh, that's something completely different.
Maybe you're beautiful, but just the things that you do not make up for, or the way that you look does not make up for the things that you do.
Absolutely. See, that's the thing. Rejection doesn't have to be a terrible thing. If you are rejected because you're an then you have an opportunity here to reflect on yourself and see why you were rejected in the first place. If it's not aesthetic, why are you looking at me like that?
It's the first time you curse on this show. Good on you. Are you gonna censor that?
No.
It's
Is
not.
that a terrible word?
It depends.
Okay.
On which end you are.
Fine. I'll censor it. When you are rejected, you have an opportunity to reflect on what went wrong or right. So it's not necessarily a bad thing when you're rejected, because if it's a professional rejection, you can always look back on, you know, your experience, the way you presented yourself. Maybe it was something you said. Maybe it was, you know, something in your resume that didn't click, that they were looking for, that, you know, you could think, oh, maybe I should get that and then I'll have more job opportunities. Maybe it's something to do with, you know, your skills. Maybe you need to work harder. You know, rejection doesn't have to be a terrible thing, and it absolutely should not be a demotivating factor. You know, life is too short, and if you're rejected by one person, you're going to be accepted by a lot more people. So it's okay. That is what I'm trying to say here with this specific video. Give me your worst rejection story.
My worst rejection story.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is a little bit painful to talk about.
Oh.
But
do I know this?
no, I haven't told anyone.
All right. This is an exclusive.
I'm going to share it here for the first time.
Let's do it.
When I was in middle school, I joined the school band. More than anything, I wanted to play the flute.
Really?
Yeah.
You?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I liked a lot of Tchaikovsky, and I wanted to play the flute. Don't judge me. But the music teacher took a look at me, and he looked at my big bottom lip. He said, "Your bottom lip is not good for the flute. You're on drums."
Really?
Yeah, so I played drums in middle school on the snare because I wasn't good enough for flute.
Because you were big-lipped.
Because I was big-lipped, I was muted.
Do you know that's actually...
Look at me now, Mr. Keith. Huh? I'm on TV.
On YouTube.
On YouTube.
On a TV,
Probably
perhaps.
watched on TV. Yeah. Maybe even projected.
You know the big bottom lip is actually an Afuni thing?
Really?
Like it runs in my family.
Really?
Yes, I have the big bottom lip.
It's all right.
No,
when you do that, it's
no, it's a pretty big lip, but it's just not hydrated at the moment.
I don't know if it's enough to get you rejected from flute, though.
Maybe. But were you on drums? Were you a good drummer?
No.
Did you actually end up joining the band?
We weren't doing. Yeah, it was a school band. We weren't doing anything like amazing. It was just a snare drum, left, right, left, right, left, left, right. On flute, I would have been just a phenomenon. I would have been.
Well, by your look at me, Mr. Keith, I can tell that you were pretty hurt by that experience.
It's actually the only rejection story that I could think of.
How old were you?
Middle school, like 7th, 6th grade, maybe.
See, that really sticks with people, especially when you're a young, impressionable kid.
Yeah.
You know, it really affects people. So that's another thing. Like, I feel like as adults, we need to be a lot more considerate to younger people when we actually do give them rejection. It shouldn't be a rejection of, no, you're not good enough. It should be a, you know, I don't think you're ready now, but here's what you can do.
That's a very PC approach.
It's not PC, they're kids.
You don't build enough character. If you cut someone down enough, like Mr. Keith did to me, then you become someone like me.
Honestly, for me, it took quite a few experiences of rejection for me to accept the fact that, you know, just because I'm rejected doesn't mean I'm not good. I know I'm good. I know I have a lot to offer to, you know, whoever is in my life. And
well, I'd say that's the role of the parent, the shoulder to cry on, the counsel after the rejection. Somebody breaks up with you or you don't get the job, whatever, you call mom, you're like, Mom. She's like, it's okay, honey. You're good. You're the best. Don't listen to what they say. You'll find whatever you need.
Yeah, see, I kind of did not have that growing up. So I had to find it for myself.
You turned out okay, though.
I turned out okay. And I have good friends.
I think so, too.
Tell us, what is your worst rejection experience? And have you been the same since then? What's going on? Why did my iPad hear that as Hey Siri?
Cool. They're listening.
What is your worst rejection experience? Let us know in the comments. And if you haven't done so already, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. You shall see us next time.